Hello everyone, I am Matthew Thomas. I am in lovely Granger, Indiana with two fantastic guys. They are featured artist of the week. They are Hourglass. We got Andrew on the vocals, Alec and guitar.
That's right.
Alec on the bass, can't forget the guitar.
Very important. Play that.
They've slipped me $20, so they are this week's featured artist of the week.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
We're doing really good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. And I want to start off this interview with a very out there question.
Yeah.
I'm curious. So if you guys are stranded on a desert island and you get one band's whole discography, who are you going with?
Oh, that's easy. Kiss.
Oh, both. Oh, wow.
That's easy, yeah. Because they see Kiss, everybody's like, oh, they just write songs about women or whatever. I mean, they do, but at least they all sound different. So,
yeah, still, every album's different.
You got the 70s rock, variety. You got disco, you got pop, you got hair metal, you got grunge, you got it all.
Well, which live album are you going with first?
Kiss Alive 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Superior.
Yes.
First one. Superior. I'm a fan of Alive 2.
Live 2 is still good.
The studio side's good.
You know.
I think a live one it captures that just whole live experience.
It's so powerful. Yeah.
Didn't they make like 4 or 5 of them, I think?
There's Alive 1, 2, 3. Then there's Kiss Unplugged.
Symphony.
Then there's Kiss Symphony.
That counts as 4.
There's Kiss
the Millennium
Kiss
concert.
Alive Millennium concert, which was supposed to be 4, but it was so terrible they didn't release it.
Yeah, it was
later.
pretty bad. I still haven't listened to that all the way through.
Kiss Rocks Vegas, which isn't that good.
They just progressively get slightly and slightly.
See, now everybody's probably wondering why we picked their discography.
Well, if these two are ever stuck on a desert island, they're going to be listening to Kiss.
That's right.
For me, I'm going to go with Iggy Pop. Because you get the Stooges, which is like the Fun House, which is my favorite album. You have Raw Power. And then you have the whole solo stuff, which goes from like punk music to rock music to metal music to spoken word. You get everything.
I gotta listen to some Iggy Pop. I haven't really gone too far listening
What's that
to
song, He Wants to Be Your Dog or whatever?
Yeah, I Want to Be Your Dog.
That's one of the only ones I know.
Yeah. That's the first album. So listen to some Iggy Pop.
That's a good one.
I think just about everybody's goal is to look like Iggy Pop without their shirt when they're 70.
Yeah, I don't even look that
like
good now.
leather.
I'm 23.
Yeah.
Not that he looks good, but better than I look.
He's in pretty good shape, and for a guy who can walk around shirtless at like age 70, that's pretty good.
That's true.
Yeah, doesn't have a gigantic pot belly.
Yeah, so he stays in incredible shape. I don't know how he does it. All he says is he does a few laps in the pool each day.
That's not bad.
I wish I could do that and
Keeps
look like
him hydrated
that.
too.
Yes.
It would help to have a pool.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, you'll have one by next week, I'm sure.
I think so.
Oh, of course.
After the Smokestack show, I'm sure you guys will
We're
have a
gonna
pool.
be millionaires.
Hourglass goes platinum.
But yeah, especially with this that I'm holding up, even though you can't see because this is an audio recording.
You'll take a picture of it.
That's right. So you're gonna have your first official release,
Yeah.
the En Vogue EP. How was it writing and recording this EP?
See, writing it, that wasn't too bad because I wrote most of these songs within the last 3 or 4 years, and I just picked like the best of what I've written so far to play with the band and everything. So you kind of work on them, and then it's like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, and then you put it together a band, and then you play them, and then you record them, and it's like, oh crap, that happened fast.
Yeah, and really, you know, Andrew's the main songwriter, obviously, and so he writes the songs, brings them in, and you know, they're already good as it starts, and as the band arranges it, and, you know, with the way the drums went on there, that kind of changed the vibe of the song, and the bass playing kind of changed the vibe of the song. It's still, you know, a band recording. You can hear the 3 of us on there, you know. It sounds good.
You just add stuff to make it better.
That's right.
Because I wrote them on acoustic guitar, so
You gotta electrify, yeah.
yeah, you put it all together, add some special sauce, and then that's what you get.
And I'm curious, how'd you come on the name En Vogue?
I don't know, I was trying to come up with all these names because I'm not good at coming up with names.
Oh, you got Hourglass.
I know. And so what did I do? I just had this list there. I was like, okay, that doesn't sound terrible. I'll put this on this list. And then I sent it to the other guys, and they kind of came up with their top couple picks, and I think we just went with that one.
Yeah, and then maybe I'm wrong, but En Vogue, that kind of means like in style, you know, current, that type of thing. So Hourglass is obviously in style.
Of course.
And, you know, we're the thing to be listening to right now, so it's just kind of a good cocky title right there, so it works out.
I like that.
Good marketing.
That's right. Hourglass, the hottest thing in South Bend, in Granger right now.
That's
Do you want to pull out the disc and read what's on the...
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull this out.
Read this right here. Probably nobody will notice this.
Copyright 2020 by Andrew
Benstis.
Thank you. For Hourglass, the most macho band in town and all around. This is a demonstration of our superiority. GCB. I love it.
I see no faults.
And I'm probably the first person to read this, and it is recorded.
Yeah, nobody's seen that yet except us, so.
Not out for another week.
And that's a very macho thing. I could say that right now. All right, so Andrew, what's kind of your writing process on this? Do you come up with like the music first, the lyrics? How do you do it?
Music first. I'll just be fooling around on guitar, and then if something sounds cool, kind of try to figure it out, like what sounds good as an intro or a verse or a chorus or a bridge or something, and then build a song around that kind of. And then after that, I'll go for like a melody, and then kind of figure out again which parts go where. Then after that, you work on lyrics, and basically the lyrics I'll start, like, if I come up with some kind of word or phrase or something, I'll usually put that somewhere first and then build around that. So I don't really know what I'm doing, I just do it.
That's the best way.
And you do it, and it's fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Do you listen to music like when you write, or what kind of inspirations do you do when you're writing and recording music?
I listen to a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I guess when I'm writing, I don't usually have like a goal in mind. I just I'll come up with a bunch of stuff, and then whatever sounds like it'll inspire me, then I usually work on that first. And then when I'm out of ideas, then I go back to the other stuff and see what sucks and what doesn't suck. But see, a lot of people will like kind of build stuff on their phones. You know, I don't really do that. I like record an idea so I don't forget it, and if it's good, I'll remember it. And then with like words, lyrics and stuff, then I always write them in a notebook or something. Because you know, if I lose my phone or it breaks in half, then I lose it forever. And paper is harder to lose. So.
That's right, and well, no one could see this again, this audio recording. I actually have paper notes with me.
See, he knows what he's doing.
Exactly. No, it's so much easier to have it on paper, because then you can see it instead of going on your phone, or maybe you can't find it on your phone. Paper is right here.
Then when we all make it big, we can sell it for lots of money.
That's right.
Exactly. Or it'll be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like Green Day's lyrics are.
See? Or Smithsonian or something.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm sure, again, by next week, all that stuff will be in those museums.
That's right.
All right, so I keep talking about next week. If people don't know, you should know. And if you don't have plans, or if you do have plans, it doesn't matter. Yes. Hourglass will be playing their CD release show. It's at Smokestack Brew this Friday. I believe it starts at 8 p.m. What can people expect from this show?
Hourglass.
we're gonna play our EP in its entirety. It's gonna be out of order. And then we're gonna play a couple new songs and then a couple cover songs. And then you can buy shirts from us for $20. You can buy the CD for $5. We'll sign it. We'll do whatever.
You can expect loud rock and roll music, power trio
of awesomeness.
That's all you need to know. That's right.
You got the Barney Muggers Street Band is gonna be playing before us. Bringing some bluesy, like
blues
rockabilly
rock,
type thing. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
They're like an old school blues rock band. I dig it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard too much of their music because I don't know how much is actually out. But
I flipped through some of their Facebook videos and their YouTube videos.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
And then we got Gen X closing the show, I believe.
Yes, they're playing. We're gonna call it the after party.
Well, because you guys are the main event,
Yeah,
obviously.
Well, see, another thing people don't know, this wasn't supposed to be our EP show. We were trying to put one together in September, and then that just completely fell apart because of COVID stuff. So Smokestack asked us if we would just do it at this show since we were already booked for it. So we kind of converted it into the EP show.
And I know I've seen you guys at the 5-Star Dive Bar in Elkhart. You guys get a great show, and that was kind of just on the fly. Like you guys are just called in because you guys are just so awesome. They said, "Hey, we want you guys back."
Exactly.
So please, Hourglass.
So, how do you prepare for a show? Any kind of certain things you guys do, or you just kind of go out and rock faces?
We practice. That's an important thing.
Rehearsing is very important.
That's right.
So usually we'll start with like our songs that we know we're gonna play. So like 4 songs on the EP are gonna automatically be there. Then we don't want to play a lot of cover songs, so I've got extra songs I have written, so we'll work on those. And then you also need some good times in there, so we'll throw in some good times covers, and well, you can see what we play next week, because
That's right.
Can you give any hints of what kind of covers you're going to play?
Good ones, strong ones, powerful
Rock and
ones.
roll.
Rock and roll.
All
Rock
right.
and roll music.
All right. Well, if anyone's very curious, you got to show up Smokestack Brew this Friday to see Hourglass and other great bands as well. I'm curious, you guys been very busy. You wrote, recorded, produced, distributed, gonna be distributing the CD. You had shirts.
Paul Erdman produced it, so he did some of the work.
That's right.
And
Local celebrity.
And Andy Peck at Dirty White Couch Studio, and then Trey Gray helped us with drums and editing and stuff. So we had a good team. Yeah.
And how was it working with all those great guys? Like, how was it just recording with those people?
That was really cool.
It's nice and peaceful. They know what they're doing. There's a new environment for us going into an actual studio. Working on that. So we had the songs practiced, but actually putting them together to sound good on a studio recording. It was pretty interesting. So we're glad we had them working with us.
That's also good to have fresh ideas on songs, like especially for me if I've had them sitting around for a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what it is. And then they add stuff, the band adds stuff, and then you hear people who weren't involved in that, and they're like, well, what if you had this? This might be cool. And then you kind of take suggestions there, and you're open to compromises, and I think everything worked out really well. Sounds really cool. I think everybody will like it a lot. So
Yeah, I wrote this song like this. It has to be like this.
Oh yeah,
That's
exactly. Yeah.
I'm not really like that at all, because as long as the song's good, it'll pretty much always be good. It's kind of hard to screw it up. So if you have a bad song, it's a lot of work to make it good. And if you have good songs, it's a lot of work to make it not good. So
Well, it helps you have a solid band.
I like to think they were good songs.
We only have good songs, so
That's right.
there we go.
Yeah.
No, I listened to the whole EP. And it's kind of like a chill rock vibe to it. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I got out of it. That it's kind of just like that pop rock style, and it's just, to me, it was very relaxing. I don't know if that was what you're going for, but
Relaxing is good. I like to sit back and listen to music. We could have easily just done a recording with loud guitars and drums and stuff, but we kind of talked about it. We wanted to make kind of a more old school sounding.
yeah, and it's refreshing, especially with the music climate right now, that you either have like overly pop music or you have like heavy death metal music.
Yeah, now everything's so extreme now. There's all these metal bands which are great, and
Yeah,
there's already a lot of great metal bands around here, and there's already there's a lot of heavier bands than us. So I kind of wanted to set us apart and do something different.
And I think it's got a lot of layers to it too, because between me and Andrew, we like a lot of different music. Like we like pop music, we like classic rock, blues, and we like even like you said, some heavy metal bands and all that. So it's just like that's where all of our influence came from. So the way we play it is like that, but it's just like a mishmash of everything, all together there, and it sounds good. So
yeah, and I agree. And I really like the old school sound because, again, as I said, not many bands are doing like that old school sound in this area.
No.
Standing out, and you're just putting out some great music.
Then the other thing great about working with Paul and Andy and Trey is they've got a lot of really cool gear and stuff at their studio. So we use like a lot of vintage equipment and high class mics and stuff. So it's like you put good in. I think this is what Paul said. You put good in, you get good out. Something like that. So
And you can tell the production values, they're high. I mean, it doesn't sound like you guys just recorded this and rushed it. You guys took your time. You actually did this all right.
yeah.
that's the goal. We made sure we rehearsed everything a lot, and then we did pre-production with Paul, and he kind of got his brain turning, and then kind of thought of some things we would try. And the stuff that's on the EP, we recorded like some extra like layers and stuff, but if it didn't work, we just took it out and threw it away. So
Yeah, you have to. The sound's got to be right, and you can't have not enough, but you can't have too much either.
Right.
It can't be overproduced, but it also can't sound like you did it in your basement at 4 a.m.
and we've done that before, and it's
That
not
was
good.
our other demos, but
Yeah, the unreleased demos, which I'm sure will be worth a bunch of money one day.
I hope not. They're terrible.
They'll be on the box set in about 20 or 30 years.
Yeah,
Yes.
when we die in the plane crash.
Yeah, well, maybe
Jesus.
maybe not that. Yeah, I don't know.
No one's going to be dying in a plane crash anytime soon. I have to put that in. My lawyers told me.
Okay.
All right, moving on. I found this actually pretty interesting. I want to know your guys' thought on it. So I did the first interview with you guys, which is your guys' first and only interview until now.
Yeah, correct.
I got to brag a little bit.
That's all right.
Exclusive.
You sent me over some photos where I can use for the video for it.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the photos you guys took at the in-between area of the DoubleTree and the Century Center. I saw there was like
Yeah.
a brick area.
Yeah.
How was it doing that photo shoot? Like, how did that idea come about?
Let's see. So, or Alec, you start because you knew the photographer.
It was pretty fun. So I was getting ready to go on vacation at that point for a couple weeks, and we were just. I think it was a couple days after we played at Smokestack for the first time. We just did an open jam in early January. And so I was like, well, crap, like if we start getting booked for places, because even that first open mic, we kind of got a lot of attention and talked to a lot of people there. So we're like, well, we're going to need pictures. So just hit up my friend, Mr. Jacob Beebe, because I know he's
Shout
got
out
some
to him.
good cameras. So, and he takes some good pictures. I saw on his Instagram, and we're like, okay, we'll figure out a place to go. We thought about Notre Dame or whatever. Just figured downtown's a good area. And the pictures we took in that little Century Center bridge, it just looked really cool, I thought. So
Plus, it was raining that day.
it was raining, so we couldn't go outside.
It should have been snowing because it was January, but
Yeah,
it was raining.
I think it was January 11th.
I think so. It's
Yeah.
Saturday.
So
Yeah, we had a. Well, actually, I was in Michigan that day, and they had a really big snowstorm and ice storm that day. So I know exactly where I was on
Yeah,
that
see,
day.
We must have got the bottom end of it then.
Yeah, the snow wintry mix that if you're not really from Indiana, you don't understand what it is.
Right.
No, I thought the photos, they looked really cool. They looked very professional. And I liked it, like, oh, I know exactly where that is. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Especially like, oh, I know those people. I know where that is.
I think the lighting that day helps with, especially in the tunnel part, because it was all gray skies and raining, and there's still some snow on the ground, I think. But I don't know, it kind of made it look different because a lot of people take pictures in there, but they don't really turn out like that. So I guess we got lucky.
worked well.
Well, you guys are just so macho that the
That's
photos
right.
just irradiated the
Exactly.
photos.
I'm going to double your pay now.
And so you guys, again, as I said, you guys have been doing a lot of stuff. You've been really busy with writing, recording, and everything. What's kind of your advice for like up and coming bands or people who want to start a band?
Don't chase trends. Do what you want to do, because if you're passionate about what you're doing, then it'll probably be good. And then just go out. If you don't know anybody like us, we just went to open mic night and played. And anybody can play there. And just take it seriously. Don't just goof around and be like, oh, I'm just playing here in town, blah blah blah. Like, go out there like you're doing something important.
We got nothing wrong with people who just play for fun, but
I mean, we have fun too. We
have
goof around all the time.
Yeah, but
You have to have fun.
You shouldn't just have like a local band mentality. Think of it as like in a bigger picture. Think, okay, here I'm playing locally. This is fun. We're doing what we want, but we don't want to just be like, no, yeah, we'll just do it on the fly. We'll do whatever. Make sure you practice because then you sound good.
Put thought into it.
Put thought into it. Don't just
Because if
just
you
pull it out of your
if you
rear
want
end,
to
as
be
they
a
say.
big band, which we're not a big band yet, but we're trying.
That's our goal.
But you got to put a lot of work into it, and if you want to make money, you got to spend a lot of money first. So we're way in the hole,
Yeah.
but we look cool.
So make sure you buy T-shirts and make sure you buy an EP so that we can make some of that back.
Yeah.
Yes, buy it. Any kind of merch that they're selling. Please buy it. Please support this great band. Also, I'm sure that these very nice people will autograph it. Like, again, you can't see it, but they did autograph my
Yes.
copy.
That's right,
No extra charge
for free.
Well, for right now.
No,
Wait 2 weeks.
until we have Hourglass conventions.
All right, so I always ask my guests this question, because I'm always very curious. Right now, outside of Hourglass, what music are you listening to right now? Like this week,
This morning I was listening to Johann Sebastian Bach.
I saw that post.
Because
That's a classic.
Well, see, I started out playing violin when I was 5. My mom signed me up for lessons and stuff, so I love all that stuff. Let's see, what else have I been listening to? I listened to some Muddy Waters last night.
You're hitting old school stuff, man.
I've been listening to a lot of Slade Rules, T-Rex, glam rock. Yeah, since quarantine I've been into the glam rock. So
I don't know why people hate it. Like I really dig it. I don't know why like
Glam rock's
in
powerful.
the '80s people either loved it or hated it.
Yeah, see, no, I went back to the 70s.
Oh,
The 70s,
glam
yeah,
rock.
Slade in the 70s, and T-Rex, Sweet, all that good stuff.
Alec, how about you?
Perhaps my answers aren't quite as eccentric as Andrew's. Not
You
as
threw some
exciting.
good ones out.
Yeah, good stuff there. Not anything wrong with that. But you know, I've been listening. They just announced and came out with the 30th anniversary remix of "Scumdogs of the Universe" by Guar. So I've been listening to that a lot. Got a good 90s Grand Funk double live album. I've been listening to that.
Nice.
Like Andrew said, T-Rex, the Slider. I've been listening to that album a lot still too.
Nice.
So, you know, good stuff.
G.G. Allen, we've been listening to a lot of G.G. Allen.
I have
Man.
absolutely not been listening to G.G. Allen, actually. He has, not me.
No, only a little bit.
Wow, that's a name. I haven't heard that one in a while.
I'd rather not hear that.
This week, I was listening to like a lot of female-fronted hard rock bands. So I started with the Sumo Psycho. I started with them. I listened to Reality Suite out of New Jersey, and One Eyed Doll.
Alec loves them.
One Eyed Doll is one of my favorite bands as well.
Yeah,
Wait for them to tour again.
I was listening to Dirty. That's my favorite album.
Witches is probably my favorite. It's good.
Yeah, like, they just like it's like the metal, and they throw in like punk and like blues, like all in the same song.
And it's got serious stuff. They got goofy stuff. Just a lot of whatever
Yeah,
you want.
exactly.
I need to get into
It's a lot of fun.
some more female friend bands. Usually I don't get into that stuff. I'm not sexist or anything. We saw Hailstorm a couple of years ago. Hailstorm's always cool. Dorothy's cool. I don't know if you heard of Dorothy.
Yes.
She had that song Flawless a couple of years ago. I really like that song.
Did she release anything else? Because that was like 2019, I think. I don't know if she's...
I follow her on Instagram because she's fancy, but she's also really talented. She's got a really cool voice. But I think she's working on a new album.
Oh, nice.
I like Paris. They're like an electronic sort of band, electronic alternative. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of good female-fronted bands. Like Andrew said, Hailstorm, like we talked about One Eyed Doll. I saw Within Temptation a couple years ago.
Nice.
They're really good. And,
Sloth Rust. Do you know Sloth Rust?
Never heard of that.
No.
Sloth Rust is pretty cool.
Might get a bunch of trash for this, but Baby Metal is very good as well. Andrew doesn't like them. You know.
I'm kind of indifferent on them. Like, I understand where they're going. I got no problem with that, but I don't know. It never really hit me.
It's a strange taste. You know?
Yeah.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You know?
But where'd you guys see Hailstone? Was that at the Morris in South Bend?
At the Morris. You
I
were
was
there?
Yeah, I was there. I was in actually the upper balcony.
We met him afterwards.
Oh,
So,
nice.
We
I
were
did
on the
not.
bottom. House left, I think.
Yeah.
I was cheap. I got the upper balcony.
Yeah, we saw him there. I saw him in 2015 at the Orbit Room in Grand Rapids. And then we saw him last year with Alice Cooper, which was
that's right.
Tinley Park?
strange.
Yeah. You were there
Oh,
too?
I was there too.
One of the best concerts I've ever been to.
Oh man, that
Love Alice Cooper.
I forgot
love
about that. That was
Hailstorm,
really good too, yeah.
both of them together, because you have the Hailstorm, which I don't know. There's something about their live show. I don't really know what it is.
Just straight up energy and power.
Yeah,
I like all their Gibson guitars because I'm like a guitar junkie, so they bring out a lot of cool stuff. That's pretty much mostly what I pay attention to. I like guitars. I like their music, but
the music's cool, but that guitar.
what's his name? Joe.
Joe.
Joe and Lizzie. They have like really cool Gibson collections. So
When I go to see Hailstorm, Hourglass comes with me, and we just don't know.
Right.
we might be there. Alec will probably always.
I'll probably always be there. I try to see them as much as possible.
Yeah, I've seen them twice, and I've seen Alice Cooper 4 times, and
I think I've seen him 4 times as well.
Three times.
I've seen him twice at the Morris. And
Me too.
Were you at the Old National Center last year?
No.
Oh, I was there. Okay.
I was
figured it
at
was
Tinley
close
Park
enough.
twice with Motley Crue and then Hailstorm.
Oh, I didn't see the Motley Crue one. We have seen them at Tinley Park, but that was with
saw that
Kiss.
with Kiss.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm always curious about this, but what do you guys think about Motley Crue getting back together?
I think it's stupid. I know they're just cashing in. There's nothing wrong with that. I think they admit it, but
Yeah.
because I mean they admit it without straight up saying we're just cashing in on. They're like, oh, we got all these new fans now, and I know they're paying attention to their streaming that went way up after the dirt. So
Yes, which I really enjoyed.
I mean, if I was in their shoes, I'd do the same exact thing. So
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I don't see anything wrong with it because you just kind of got to expect that if you're seeing a farewell tour. They might be back, they might not. And I'm not a huge
Especially
Motley
them.
Crue fan, but especially on their last farewell tour,
they made
you know,
such a big deal about it. They signed all these contracts. They're like, no, we hate each other. We're not going to do this anymore.
Well, they blew up the contract, so there's just obviously no one booked.
Yeah, so it's,
I still think that was a bad
Doesn't exist
decision the last time, that having Alice Cooper open for him, because no offense to Motley Crue, but Alice Cooper is just so far superior to everybody that shouldn't have him open for you.
He's in a league of his own.
Yeah,
and
so-
especially the band he's with, they're just superior.
Even if you're a good band, he's going to make you look bad. So, and Mia and Chuck and everybody in there, you know.
Yeah, just everybody there should be there.
Yeah.
That's just how good they are.
Yeah, he's always got great musicians in it.
You know, Tommy Lee's cool though because he's got that thing with his drums.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
He's still a hillbilly though. So.
Yeah. Well,
Tommy Lee, don't take offense to anything. Don't sue me.
No, they hate everybody. I don't care.
These are the opinions of Hourglass.
if Motley Crue hates us, that's cool though. So I don't care.
Yeah, they don't
Go ahead and hate us.
they don't like anybody. They're like, oh, they suck, blah, blah, blah. They get in these fights all the time. Everybody's just like, who cares? You're Motley Crue. Who cares?
Now, if we get Dee Snider to hate us too, that'd be cool. As well.
Yeah,
I feel like he hates it.
everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say he like hates everybody.
Paul
Like,
Stanley hates me from Kiss. He blocked me on Twitter.
no, really. Well, what'd you do to him?
Should you say it? It wasn't bad, but you know,
No, he
don't want to talk too much trash. on
He's
Paul.
been lip syncing on this tour, and he was like, "Oh, we're bringing the bombs to wherever we're at." And like the night before, they missed like the click track or something, so he had to sing it live, and it was terrible because
Oh.
he can't really sing anymore because he's old. So I was like, "Well, I hope you don't get off the click track tonight, so you can lip sync again." And he blocked me.
Yeah.
But I saw him 4 times.
We saw him 4
I
times
saw
on
him
this
4
tour.
times on this tour.
Knowing each time that they're lip syncing, it's okay. It's okay. Everything else is live.
That should be resume worthy. They're like, yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got blocked by Paul Stanley. Like, who knows? Actually, probably a lot of people, but
Yeah, but a lot of people. Yeah, I talk about it all the time because it's like funny.
well, I didn't know that. But
We still like Paul Stanley though. It's okay.
Oh,
yeah, much love to
Stanley's
Paul
awesome.
Stanley
Yeah.
and all of
One of the
Kiss.
greatest singers of all
Think
time,
he's a
in my
hypocrite.
opinion. Oh, a little bit, but you know.
But he still doesn't deny that Kiss is amazing and macho and
No,
he's a great frontman.
and you can't deny with their whole, discography. My favorite album is Destroyer. That is my
Destroyer's
favorite.
Very good.
So like, you can't hate for the legacy they built up.
No,
Maybe their current stuff, well,
Yeah,
that's up to everyone's opinion.
not for me, but it's Kiss, so gotta go 4 times.
So, yeah, it happens.
But hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We have Andrew and Alec of Hourglass. Always a fun time chatting with this. Your second ever interview, and it is with
Correct.
me again. Got to get that in there.
That's right.
So
He's got exclusive access to our.
That's right.
you got the show coming up this Friday, Smokestack Brew, 8 o'clock with Gen X and the Barney Muggers Street Band. There we go.
We got TJ from Medicine Wives filling in on drums for us, so that's gonna be cool.
Oh, right on. Very something different to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Gonna be rocking out.
oh, for sure. I did see Medicine Vibes. They canceled all their shows for this year.
Yeah,
Just
I
to
think-
play with that. No.
No.
Yes, just to play with
I think, well,
Hourglass.
if you want us to be honest, after we got a show in Fort Wayne next month, I think we'll probably take the rest of the year off after that too, because it's supposed to get real bad this fall.
Yeah, it's
We've been disappointed so many times. It's just like, okay,
yeah. Like I know you kept inviting me to all the cheer shows.
they get canceled.
Like, oh yeah, we
We were supposed to be playing Art Beat today, and that got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's a very unusual year for 2020, and I know it's kind of hard to judge. But what are your future plans for the rest of this year?
We're gonna have to find a drummer.
Yeah.
We don't have a drummer right now, but that's all right. And then write some more songs, put together, plan out what we're gonna do next year, I guess. So
World domination.
world domination is still in effect.
That's right.
Might take a little longer because
Wow.
of COVID.
Just got to get some money. Once we get the money, then we can get the advertising, get the supplies, and we'll see.
No real fun till 2021.
That's gonna be the year.
Yeah, we thought
We thought this
2020 was going to be the year.
No, well, just
2021
wait.
is going to be that times 10.
We
That's
might
gonna be
play
great.
4
Times
shows
30.
instead of 3.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, you guys, I'm sure you guys are going to dominate 2021. I'm sure you have some kick-ass shows. You got the great En Vogue CD that if people don't know, is you can get this on Friday.
You can
That's
get this
right.
at the show. It'll be available at Orbit Music in Mishawaka if you want to buy it there. It'll be
G&A.
available at G&A Music in Mishawaka, and it'll be available to stream. I'm pretty sure it's going to go up Friday, but sometimes CD Baby is slow, so
Yeah.
Should be on.
if you want it for sure, come to the show.
Exactly.
Or
get-
go to the stores.
And get a physical copy. I don't know why people do.
That's so much cooler.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
especially you can get it signed.
Huh.
Once Hourglass is a big arena rock band and we're very famous, then you can sell this and you can say this is the first edition. You can go on eBay, put it for $10,000. Somebody will buy it. You know. It's an investment.
And that'll be by 2021.
Exactly.
And it'll be $30,000, not $10,000.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's it.
Hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I always have a great time. You guys are always fun to talk to. And I'm really looking forward to the show. I'm going to say it one more time. Smokestack Brew, 8 o'clock this Friday. If you have plans.
August 21st.
Yes.
Yes, August 21st, 2020. Starts at 8. We play at 9.
Yes, so be there for sure at 9 o'clock, but also get there earlier. You're going to see the Barney Munger Street Band, a great blues rock band. You're going to see Hourglass. You're going to see Gen X. Get some great food, have some drinks. It's going to be a fantastic time. So if you have plans, or if you don't have plans, you do now.
Exactly.
You heard it here, folks.
So again, for Andrew and Alec of Hourglass, I am Matthew Thomas, and thank you for listening.